Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all okay and sat with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, because here we are for number 24 today. So let's have a look. Oh, look at my notes there. That's what I did the other day, you know, when I left a little bit of it, not sure. I actually made myself a little note. Really useful to do that too as well. Okay, so here we are, 24. So it's at this top end, this top half. I'm going to fold it in half because I want to focus on this little bit here. And I've already put my little cross in with pencil, and I'm sure you've already done that as well. So, okay, are we ready to go? Here we are then. A bit of a drink before I start. Okay, I've got my little piece I'm looking at leaned up against my little glass. So, good morning, everybody. Okay, so we've got 4 sides here that we've got to work within. So I'm going to take it easy with this, and we're going to sort of try and work it out between us, okay? So first things first then, we've got a line. You see this one here? Let's go a little bit bigger. Okay, this one here, where I've got all these little loops, I've got that point there. That point has to join that bit there. So let's go ahead and do that. Put that in like that. Okay, and then here we've got a little line. See, that one's sort of touching anyway, so this one, let's bring it in to join there. So I'm going to put that one in with pen. It's because I know that that's fine. And yesterday we did this, didn't we? We did pen as we were going, so we can sort of say, right, I'm quite determined. I know what that is. That's fine. Okay, so that's that bit. So back to pencil for a moment, and let's have a look. We've got this little bit here. Now let's have a look at it, because we know that from here, from experience now, we've got 2 of these coming off of this one. And if I look at what I've got going on here, it's going to go from there up to here. Now not quite to the end, because something else is going to join there. So just put them in with pencil. So there's one, look. And then that one does join there. See, coming to the point. And then, as we know, they don't match. That's okay there. Okay. So I'm not going to draw them in pen yet, because looking at it now, there's something else coming from here, and it's coming from this bit. You see where we've got this bit going on? And that's coming down here, and it's going to join there. So that's why I didn't go too far with that one. And then this one is coming to join it, like that. Okay, so I'll put that in pen, because I'm happy with that. That bit, that bit. And along there, and that one, that one. Okay, so that's that bit. Happy with that. I can rub out those little bits there. And then here you can see that this is this shape. So I don't need to do that in pencil anymore. I've been doing that quite a lot. So I can come straight in and do that with my pen. And then fill in those little bits around the side. Quite small those, that's okay though. A little bit of ink just brings that shape out a little bit. Oh, morning Rose, morning Janet. I've seen Sue as well. And and Monica. Oh, lovely to have you with me, especially on a Sunday. Okay, we're okay with this, so we've joined that one. We've joined this to here, we've created that. So now we've got this one to deal with. And this comes down, if we look, we've got a point there. Now if I was to put an arc in, it might not go exactly, but that's okay. So I think what I'll do is start it here and look straight in with pen. You don't have to. Just going to join it a little bit. Just going to create that little shape. Yeah, we've got a bit of a wobble there, but that's okay. Embrace the wobble, that's absolutely fine. And then I've got something, so I'm coming through this centre bit here. I'm going to put a line in there. Oh, I think John's been using my pen. Do you know when you get a sense that you just know? I was putting a set of shelves up yesterday and he said, can I borrow a pen? And this was on the side. You know, you can feel that bit of resistance. That's better. Yes, we'll have a conversation about that in a short while. Okay, so there we go. See, I'm going to put this back in. But it felt a bit scratchy. He's been using it to mark bits of wood. Why do they do that? Why do they? Leave my pens alone. Okay, so that's that sort of bit sorted out. So let's have a look now. What have we got going on here? Okay, let's look at this bit. And I'm going to come on in. Oh, look, we've got this coming in here, haven't we? So this is a loop. Got to do that in pencil. What's this here then? Let's have a look. Sort of, this is coming out here. Is it joining to this? It's quite a large loop, but yes it is. So, okay. Okay, let's put this one in first. Okay, that's going to come down there. Down there. And then we've got this rather large loop in there. Okay. You see, always switch to pencil if you're not sure, so you can always sort of change it a little bit after if you need to. Okay, so we've got that going on. So this is obviously, it's another one of those. So this bit here is going to be another section of that, so I don't need to, see as it's going to come around, but that's for tile 27. So this line I could probably leave it. Oh, Rose, I know, sorry about that. But I mean, even with you know, the other ranges of pens that got fine liners like this, you can't replace the tip. There's only one particular one, and it's a very, very expensive one that you can replace tips on, and that's pens from Tom's Studio, if you want to check those out. But these ones, I'm afraid, same as all the others, as once they're gone, they're gone. But they do last a long time. It's just that if somebody, you know, like John comes along and he uses it and he's really pressed on, I think that pen's, and look, it was a new pen, look, I think he's really pressed on with it. And so damaged my nib, but that's the nature of them, isn't it? That's the nature of them. Okay, I'm going to put some bubbles in. This one's fine though. This one's been a while, you can tell, because some of my writing's coming off. And again, that's because of the friction and the connection between my fingers and the pen. They do that. Okay. So where are we? We've got our loops in. We've got this bit in. And now here, we've got another set of loops. And I'm going to use the whole space. So I'm going to come on in. And put the first loop in the middle there, and then next loop is going to sit here. Okay, and another one is going to sit here. Right there. Now I know, Rose, that's the thing. Once these fine liners have been used, that's it. Which is a shame. It would be nice to replace the pens or be able to refill them. It's not the case. There you go. Okay. Back in with those. Was it that I'm out of stock of the 03s? I think they're due in next week, so I might have them for the show next week. Okay, so again, little loops. Okay, so that's that bit, that bit. Now here, look, there's quite a large gap there, so I think I am going to come in and put bubbles in those sections too. But you know, you can just fill it with ink if you want to. It's absolutely fine. And this one, see, it's coming down here, and that one's going in there. They're quite small, that one. Well, that's okay. And fill that with bubbles. Oh no, that one's having a bit of a do. That's crazy, isn't it? See, that one is, oh no. This will teach me to be, not to leave my pens out. Okay. Especially the finer ones. All right. Now we're cooking on gas. There we go. All right, lots of bubbles in there. I can fill it with ink around those sections. Okay, and just little bits around there. All right. Oh, good morning, Carol. Oh, there's no such thing as a wrong video, is there? Were you enjoying it? Was it a good video? I don't know if it was a different video, if it would have worked with what we're drawing here and fit in, but who knows? Give it a go. Oh dear. Unless you were watching, I don't know, a previous one and redrawing it in. That would be a bit scary. Might fit. Okay. So one more thing. Let's have a look. See here? We've got these lines. So I can come on in and I know that they're going to all match up here. So let's just extend those out into that area. All right, I could put that little line in as well. And that, let's have a look. So I've got my bubbles there. I've drawn that bit in. So I've got this one in joining to here. This one joining here. This one joining here. That wasn't too bad, was it? Loops on either side there. Well, let's fill those little bits in with ink as well. Just between those little bubbles. Okay. This line extended here. So see where I'd actually done it in pencil originally? The angle wasn't quite right. But that's okay because I could redraw it, see? It being in pencil. So remove my cross bit. And any pencil that I don't want anymore. There it is. Okay, it's coming with a bit of pencil then and add some shading. So let's start here. Let's put this little bit in. Just going to go down there. I'm more in, I know. It's because they all look very similar, don't they? And we are on number 24 now, so we've done quite a few of these. Fantastic if you've managed to keep up doing this. One little one a day. If you haven't, if you're catching up, that's fine. But just don't pressure yourself. Just take it easy. Even if you just do one at a time, starting now, you can still, you can still do it. It doesn't matter. The whole point is it's giving you 5-10 minutes of just for you, your time, just out of your day, just to sort of sit and relax. And then you can sort of, think, all right, what am I going to do today? Today's going to be a good one because, it's quite nice to just sit and have that. And I think, if nothing else, if you remember from doing this, when, when we get to the 30th and we don't have any more to do, that you might want to continue doing something like this. Maybe you've got From a New Perspective book, or you've got With Tangling in Mind. You can sit and do 5 minutes in that each day. Once we've done the practice, don't they say a habit forms, is it 28 days? Or 21? If you've formed a habit, sit and do it. And if you feel that you've got something out of this, it's giving you a little bit of space to be yourself just for 5 minutes, and it's worth doing, isn't it? Absolutely worth doing and continuing. I tangle every single day, every day. Possibly for quite a bit longer than some of you, because, things to do and all that, but absolutely. crazy one, isn't it? But 5-10 minutes just make a difference. See, let's just add a little bit of shading. I've not done that on every one. I might go back and do it, see, because this one hasn't got it, but this one has. Let's have a little look. See what I think. See, a little bit of shading in there. So, you know, I can go back. I can add a little bit in each one. See, I've got one there. Now see here, look. So sometimes just picking up on these little bits. That should be going up there. Let's put a little bit of shading in there. So we've got this lovely little pattern going all the way round. Obviously this one's going to join here, isn't it, at some point? But almost I can. I'm just going to add that bit in. Again, you don't have to. You might decide that you're doing a full colour version. Just going in with colour and not shading. It's entirely up to you. Or maybe you've just drawn the outline and then you're going to do all the shading afterwards. Who knows? There's so many different ways. I said, no, there's a couple of you have actually done 2 of these. So, yeah. I've got the original that, you know, we'll have a look at the end and see if we can compare. But it's a slightly different size. But I don't really look at that, as you know. Look at that, how it fits in. Oh, I know. I'll say there's a little bit of a wobble there, but it doesn't really matter because this one's a little bit wider than this one here, and that one's a bit of a different shape there, but they were all working all the way around together. And here's the one that we've been working to. So that's exactly what I've been sort of working on in that sense. Or is it that way? There you go. That way it helps if you have it the right way up. So you can see, look, there's my loops. And my little line. See, look at the line here. It goes quite some way up, whereas this one hasn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The whole point is it's just about, you know, matching things up and seeing where it takes you. I know. Yeah, Sue. Gosh, it's got us all already in the gear, hasn't it? Because we do one of these in December. If you wanted to do an extra one and you can't wait, then they're called Advent tiles. We've done this 24 tiles for the last 2 years, and they're on Facebook, of course, on my page, this page, and they're also on YouTube, so you could have a look at those and give those a go if you wanted to. Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? I'm glad you did last year's. It was well, they're both really beautiful. When you finished, you look at them, you think, gosh, I drew that. Look what you've done. Look what you've drawn. So, okay, that just brings me now to ticking that off. So, tomorrow, number 25. So, that's 25 there, 26 down the bottom, 27. Gosh, where's 28? 28 down here, 29. And then our last one, 30. So, we're not too far to go. We have 6 more to do, 6 more. And then, oh, thank you, Chris. They are in playlists on YouTube if you want to go and look at the last 2 Advents. And then what I will do the day after we've finished it, I'll come back in and I'll give you some hints as colouring and what maybe I would do for colouring it, if that's what you want to do. So, okay, have a lovely Sunday, everybody. I'm off now to go and have a bit of breakfast. And John's going to put the kettle on. That was a big hint. And a few bits and pieces to do. So, okay, have a lovely one, everybody, and catch you soon. All right, bye.